In this program, we talk a lot about the values and how the values are shaped from a very young age. Do you feel that there are some values that you are following today or that you adopted that were part of that formation when you were young? Would you like to talk about them? Some of the values you developed in that environment when you're being brought up by your mom, with your siblings, your sisters are there, and all that.
So the first thing was that my parents, especially my mother, because my father lived in Nairobi.
Yes.
He would trade in Nairobi and then come occasionally. So the person that we lived with was my mother. And my mother went to church every Sunday, and we insisted we join Sunday school. So the value of the fear of a superpower, the fear of God, was right very early instilled in us. And therefore you always knew that whatever you're doing,
God is watching.
There's something else that's watching, and that's God. So wherever you are. So that brought in the value of integrity. That at any one time, whether you are in the open or alone, you must do the right thing.
Yes.
And I think that has stayed with me through and through. That integrity is, when a person of integrity is a person who does the same thing whether they are being seen, heard, or not.
Yes.
So I've carried that along. The next thing was social justice, which has been a big part of my life even after I've grown up.
Yes.
And social justice was because we were so many. So we saw how my mother shared the available resources between us. So equally. And also equally and equitably.
Yes.
Meaning that if one was weaker, was unwell, you got more food.
Yes.
So it was not necessarily equal, but also equitable.
Yes.
So depending on your circumstance. And that actually brought the view to me that people don't need to be, you don't just need to give equality, you need to give equity. That people need to get based on their circumstances.
Okay.
So we saw a lot of that.
That
so social justice has been part of me.